Hey, it's Lauren. I am so excited about today's review. I have been waiting patiently for the new Lisa Eldridge The Foundation Seamless Skin. So I finished a full sample pack of this. I had to figure out what my shade was, and I am shade 10. So look, can we look at the packaging for a minute? Look at that. That is so beautiful. And so when this sits on a flat surface, where that little divot is on the back, it rests on there. It's so beautiful. It's a work of art. So this foundation is 1 ounce and it retails for $61, and there are 40 shades of this. That's a wonderful start for any brand, in my opinion. This is really special. It has a lot of really unique ingredients. I really feel like Lisa took her time to research and figure out what is going to work. I feel like this was definitely not something that was rushed. And it really is reflected in the performance of this product. So there are some really unique ingredients in this, and one of them is nasturtium extract, and it helps to boost oxygen in the skin, so it's going to give you a really fresh, radiant glow with continued wear. There is also a green tea extract. It's an uji tea, and it's really high in antioxidants, so also really good for your skin over time. Now the next ingredient is very interesting. It's called Filmexol, and after about 3 minutes of having this foundation on your skin, it really sets and creates almost a mesh-like film across your skin, which is why they have called it Seamless Skin Foundation. It really has this sort of blurring effect, and also it has a subtle lifting and tightening effect on the skin, which I think is really interesting and pretty innovative for a foundation. Really smart, actually. And bamboo stem extract. Bamboo is really rich in silica, which is really going to help absorb any oils and perspiration and keep your foundation looking really fresh as the day goes on. So let's apply some of this and kind of talk about it. What I think I'm going to do with this, I already know how this performs. I used up a full sample and I've already been using this bottle. So what I think I'm going to do is apply it to half of my face, let it set for 3 minutes, and then we can kind of compare sides. I'm just going to take a pump of this to the back of my hand. I have found with this foundation, I really don't need that much of it. I know it's a pretty steep price point when you first invest in a bottle of it, but you know, honestly, the way that it wears, you don't need that much of it. The way that it blends out and almost kind of just stretches across the skin. So let's do half of my face. I love this product so much because it's a medium coverage and it really just looks like your skin, but better, a little blurred. Pores are still pores, but not quite so obvious. And you'll see, even though 10, it probably looks a little dark on me at first, but the way that it blends into my neck and the rest of my skin, my face is lighter than the rest of me. I think a lot of people have the opposite problem, but I have to kind of match my face to my body or else I'm a little ghostly. Let me see if I can. There you go. This is just, it's so beautiful. It is so, so beautiful. I'm not surprised. Lisa Eldridge, I have loved basically all of her products. I think that they're really special. But what I love so much about this, it looks like skin and it really cancels out my redness nicely. I just want you to look at the difference. It is so beautiful. So we're gonna wait a couple minutes, come back, I'll kind of get you in close, and then we'll finish the rest of my face and makeup and kind of, you know, round it all out. But it's such a beautiful foundation. All right, it's been a few minutes, so I want to get you in kind of close here so you can see. So you can still see my pores, you can still see some of my fine lines, but there is definitely a blurring effect on this side of my face. It just looks very soft, filtered, a lot smoother and more even toned, and it's just really, really good. So let's get the rest of this on my face, and I'll put on the rest of my makeup. I just think this is really special. And you know, I try a lot of products. It takes a lot for me to feel that way. about a product or makeup at this point. And it blends out very easily. On my Instagram, someone had commented that, they had heard that the formula was thick. I disagree completely. And maybe that's because I typically use cream products, but it's just a classic liquid foundation texture. It's not overly thick. It doesn't feel too runny. And it just blends out very easily. I don't feel like this is like thick at all. Look at my skin. It is me, but just a little better, a little more evened out and have this like soft filtered effect. I think that's what a lot of people are really looking for with foundation, and you don't want something that's really masky and lays really heavy on your skin. I really, really like this. Let me get the rest of my makeup on and we'll kind of round out my thoughts, my experience talking with other people about it. But as you can see, that is a beautiful foundation. All right, so I have the rest of my makeup on, and I completely forgot to mention a really cool aspect of this foundation. And the reason I remembered is because I forgot to powder my face. This foundation is self-setting, and because of the finish, it's not overly matte or radiant. It's just a very natural skin finish. It just looks perfect without even having to powder my face. I probably will put a little bit just through the center of my face because that's where I tend to get a little more oily, just to help kind of control that throughout the day. But this really, it wears well on me and it doesn't separate in the parts of my face that get oily. I think it comes back to that Filmexil ingredient that really kind of holds it on your face perfectly all day. I have to say, this is by far my favorite liquid foundation possibly ever. But especially right now, I haven't used a lot of liquid foundations like in recent months and years because I haven't liked how they've laid on my skin. And this is just incredibly special, and it doesn't settle in the lines on my face. It stays spread out and helps to control oil, and it just has this very soft filter effect on my skin. I love it so, so much. And I know also from talking with my friend, a makeup artist, Sherry Stroh, she's a Canadian makeup artist. She also really loves this foundation. And I know that can be really hard for her. She's tried a lot of different foundations. She's a makeup artist. And she doesn't always love them. And so I know that she really loves this too. She ordered several shades because they all worked for her. And she knows at different points that she can wear them. And I actually kind of feel similarly. I really kind of struggled within that blister pack to choose a shade because in the cluster of shades that I chose, I think light medium, the first blister pack, shades 9 through 12. I really struggled between 10 and 12 because 12 was a little bit too pink. 11 was a little bit lighter than 12 and 10, but a little more yellow skewing. And then 10 was pretty much spot on for my skin. So that's what I ended up going with, and it perfectly cancels out my redness, and it just looks very natural on my skin and blends with my neck and my body. So I highly recommend getting a blister pack and really kind of testing out those shades and seeing which one sits best on your skin. It is a steep investment for a foundation, but I do think it is incredibly beautiful and totally worth it, in my opinion. And my final notes on this, because I know that some people are going to want to know, it is vegan and cruelty-free, and hang on, I've got it all written down. Free of alcohol, talc, parabens, fragrance, essential oils, nylon 12, microplastics, SPF, D6, and D5. So I think this will work for a lot of people. I think it is incredibly beautiful. It is an investment, but I will also tell you, I can't remember the last time that I've gotten so many compliments from people saying your skin looks incredible. What are you doing? I've done some things to change my skincare and stuff, but even when I've worn other foundations since changing my skincare, people don't say the same stuff as they do when I'm wearing this foundation. It is so beautiful. It will make you look like the best version of yourself. And I think that it will work for a lot of people. So I hope that this has been helpful. If you enjoyed this, if you liked it, if it was helpful, please make sure to give me a little like, a little thumbs up. Follow my channel if you want to see more of this content. It does help people to find my channel, and I can continue making you fresh new content. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.